y'all already know what it's about to be. How is everybody?
Hey.
Good. I know some of y'all probably in the middle of something and you didn't want to miss this. And some of you have made some adjustments to make this. So I'm going to definitely make this worth your while. I'm going to get started. I know people are going to be coming in as I'm talking. This is going to be shared with you anyway within my site. So y'all can't tell. I'm in my basement because I just got through finished teaching another class, and then I have another meeting I have to do. But I cannot keep putting you guys off. I've been working too hard with the information I've been working with to help you guys for 2020. A lot has been going on in my life, and my goal is to share that with you guys so that it can better your lives. And this group is no longer going to be just about fitness. It's going to be about money. It's going to be about business. It's going to be about mindset. It's going to be about everything. And I am changing the way that this is going to go because some of you I've already reached out to about partnering up in some way, shape, or form to help other people in the entire globe too. So I will let you guys know what that is in a second, but I wanted to share some stuff with y'all because this is what's been helping me. So everything I'm about to share with you, I started pulling this information and using it to my advantage actually in 2018. And in 2019, that's when I was working a lot with you guys, and then in and out because of business and travel and in and out with you guys. And now it's 2020. I'm like, all right, I think I got it all together. Let's hear it. Let's get it on out. Let's get it out there. So I'm going to share my screen. And this is also going to be a PDF. So I'm sending this to everyone's email, and I'm going to send it within the group so that you can download it because the links are, they're interactive, which means on any device, computer, iPad, doesn't matter. You can click on a link and it'll send you straight to it. So that's what I'm going to be sharing with you guys in that group. So let's see. I'd rather share my desktop. Hey, you guys see yourself now, huh? So let's move this out of my way. Or actually, I'm going to minimize this so it's not in you guys' way. You don't need to see my face. You just need to hear my voice for now. So those of you that are new, I want to say welcome. This is called the Beauty Cut Right Community. I am still tempted to change the name because I honestly don't want it to be all about me. I don't. But this is a community, and if you've noticed in the group, I've changed the name to that, and I've also changed the description of this group. So welcome if you're new, and welcome for those of you who have been with me from the beginning in this group, and you stuck in there, took responsibility for yourself, and I chimed in when I could. Welcome to 2020. It's about to go down. So the community's purpose is for us all to teach and learn from each other. We are going to teach each other and we're going to learn from each other. I don't consider myself the know all be all, but I understand where my gifts are. And to be honest, from the group and listening to most of you, I see where your strengths are too. And so that's why this community's purpose is going to change to not just me teaching, you guys will too. We're going to teach and learn from each other. All of us can be leaders and followers. I don't think there's a such thing as that there should be one leader and a handful of followers. And I don't think it should be hundreds of leaders and nobody's following or executing what they're learning from these leaders. So we're going to keep this a balance. Wherever you feel yourself fit in at the time, put yourself in that position. If you feel like a learner, you want to follow, do that. If you feel like, hey, I got some information, something I just did and it helped me out, you want to be a leader, you want to be a teacher, share it with us. But that's the purpose of this community now. So keep in mind, I do still have the ability to kick people out. Y'all experienced this before with me. So please keep it so professional. Well, I won't say that. No, be real, be transparent. But let's keep it respectful. And if you feel that you're going to say something that could possibly offend someone, it's okay to say, you know, look, I'm just speaking my mind. I'm being transparent about it. If it offends you, I'm going to say sorry ahead of time, but I need to get it out because it's either going to teach somebody or help you out, whatever it could do. So the purpose of the community is for us to motivate each other. So I am so glad that a lot of you have already taken that kind of lead in the group already. And I so appreciate that. And I'm going to keep piggybacking off of that. So thank you guys for that. But this is the purpose of the group. Now, those of you who are new, you probably don't even know how to use this freaking app. I did a video on it. I know it's pretty long, but there is a link for that, and I'll make sure you guys get the PDF for it so you can watch that video. I did share it in here before, and that was a couple of days ago, but I know that so many people have been coming to this group, like that post probably got lost. So I have to send it right back to you, and then I'm probably going to make it a little bit more less timing because I know our attention spans and our lives are busy. So I'm going to do another one that's a little less timing and show you only the things you really, really need to know, which is how to mute this group when you're busy doing something and you don't want to see all these messages popping up on you, which for me, I don't mind it. And then also how to add video posts and things like that. And then responding to each other within the group and privately, because I know some of you might be networking or talking with someone and you'd rather that not be discussed in the group. So you'd rather, you know, you just rather talk to them specifically or directly. So I'll be doing that. But those things that I just mentioned is already in this video. So all you have to do is watch it. This month's focus is we're going to be taking some responsibility. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read something to you. I'm going to discuss why this is this month's focus. Then I'm going to share some resources with you. And then I'm going to open it up for questions, comments. You teach us or you learn, I don't know, whatever you want to do. But we do need to have a dialogue and communicate together because this is what helps us out. So that's the reason why I built this platform. So taking responsibility. It was some information I had pulled up, and it's kind of on the spiritual aspect of it. I don't know how many people actually read any form of religious material. I don't know if you're a Bible reader or whatever that may be. It's totally your choice. I think spirituality and religion is a personal choice, period. So I'm just reading it as if it's a universal information because it doesn't matter what your religion is. We all know who God is, period. So the creator, something I looked at some information and I liked the way that it was worded. And that's why I'm using this month's focus to take responsibility. So the creator, he created humans with remarkable abilities. And he gave us thinking ability to solve problems and plan for the future. He also gave us power to carry out our plans, enabling us to work towards proper goals. Now, he also created us with a conscience, and that is an inborn sense of right and wrong. So it helps us to correct our mistakes when we fall short. Failure and falling short is a part of life. It does not mean it's the end of the freaking world. It just means he's already given you the tools you need in order to fix those mistakes. So know that. So in the Bible, it mentions about our abilities and how he wants us to use our abilities for good. And it says the plan of the diligent surely leads to success. And then there's another scripture that says, whatever your hand finds to do, do with all of your might. And then there's another scripture that says, as long as we have the opportunity, let us work what is good towards all. And to the extent that each one has received a gift, use it in ministering, or in other words, teaching, sharing, helping, so that we can do that for others, to one another is what it's saying. So use it to minister or help others. Clearly, he wants us to do what we can to benefit not just ourselves, but also each other. So I'm going to sound like this movie. I have a particular set of skills. And I know over the years, and most of you probably already know this already. You're way past my age, so you've already felt this feeling that I have come across now. I turned 40 last year, just turned 41 last month. And I'm like, oh, now I get what my purpose is and where I'm at in life and how I should be using it. And if you're a Bible reader, you hear about the talents, the one that was given 5, the one that was given 3, and the one that was given 1. Well, I got a feeling I was given like 1,400 of them. I don't know which ones. Like, there's a lot that I have been able to do. And I can say I sum it up to my relatability and my ability to educate. I know those are my top skills, and from hearing and listening to different investors and business people and all of that, that's what they notice about me. And it's like, I have to sit back and look at myself and say, hey, how can I use what has been given to me through childhood, through the Holy Spirit, we might as well just say that, spiritual thought and training of myself, and just life in general, what I enjoy doing. How can I use that to help other people help other people? If that makes sense. It's not me like, oh, I help you and then it stopped there. You better be helping some other people too, because that means you have a particular set of skills that, you know, is totally different from mine. And whatever I share with you, you have a better way of sharing it to somebody else that's willing to listen. So we're going to take responsibility for ourselves as far as taking care of us first before we can take care of anybody else, or in other words, teach or educate someone else. Mm-hmm. So I think that's really important that we focus on that this month. I am going to be talking about mindset, lifestyle, business. I'm going to talk about fitness, and then I'm going to talk about finance. And I'm going to share these with you. So mindset, business, and lifestyle. These are some resources that I have been using since like 2000, into 2017, 2018. I know you guys were aware when I started the group, I was doing the Mindset Reset challenge with Mel Robbins. I know a few of you have done it with me or, you know, on your own separately later date, but I did end up buying this book. Can you guys see this book? No. You see this? Oh crap! Y'all got the book too. This book is freaking amazing. Okay, Mel Robbins is yes, I have the planner too, and I'm gonna share more with you because it's somebody else I came across, and I'm like, oh, they got it. So yeah, I got the planner too. So I'm back into this journaling thing. I do most of my journaling on my iPad now, but I mean, yes.
Yeah.
You can find Mel Robbins. Like, you can't find her if I'm hiding her. You can find her on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. She everywhere. You can find books other than these that she has written on Amazon as well. And if you're not a book carrier type person, some people are just best decade ever. Man, if you are a person who likes to use the audio, what is that? I forgot what it is because I don't use it. I'm still old school book carrier, but I know you can listen to audiobooks. So Mel Robbins definitely helps you to deal with, I can say this is what this book helped me personally. One, anxiety, because I have so many ideas and so much going on in my head and in my life. I go through moments of anxiety. Not necessarily like it's just, oh my God, like it's really just, it's a little anxiety, and it's the fear of the unknown, and that's everybody. And she helps me to say, you know what, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, just do it. If it don't work, learn from the mistake and try something else. But this book has also helped me with my emotional state when it came to my failed marriage and dealing with the narcissist. So there's the truth right there. So this book is really, really good, and I'm still like reading it over again. So Mel Robbins, the 5-second rule kind of helps you get out of your own way and move to whatever goal it is that you want to do. Denise Walsh is someone who reached out to me on Instagram. I think I was following her before and I didn't even realize what she does. She's a psychiatrist. I think she used to be a psychiatrist. Well, either way it goes. There's this book she sent me, and this book is phenomenal. It's called Design Your Dream Life, an inspired action plan for getting unstuck and becoming your best self. This book was given to me a good couple of months earlier this year, if I'm not mistaken, and I just started it, and I'm almost done. But this is the book. So you'll find her on Instagram, but let me do some research. I know she's in the group. So if you guys don't know, Denise Walsh is in the group. She's in this group. So if you got questions, she probably will be willing to, help and answer. But this book, I would definitely put some investment into it because it's not just a read. It actually teaches you how to plan your best life. Like it's things where you can write out information. Like it's almost similar to Mel Robbins' 5-second rule book, but this is a little bit more deeper because she's coming from a psychiatry type of way. It's just the way it is. So she asks you specific questions, you answer them, and you pretty much like plan your entire life out through this book. So here's the book. It's called Design Your Dream Life. You may hear from her very soon within one of these forms of groups where this could help us with whatever it is that you're trying to do, get away from, get into. This book is going to help with that. I don't know if you can find her on YouTube. I've always been able to find her on Instagram and all her photos and things like that. And she does have her own community as well. And she has a program for that. So I'll talk more about that tomorrow. I just want to introduce to you guys some resources that, might help you for this month. So we're just going to take responsibility and learn for this month. Business. I don't know how many of you are in business for yourself or you work for someone and you want to get away from it. I don't know what it is. Everybody wants to know something about business. And even if that's not your ideas to be in business, you just want to be better in what you're doing with who you work for. These are some very influential people that actually helped me out as far as business. And I'll explain it because I already have that sense. I already have the education for that, but there's nothing wrong with learning more. So Ryan Levisk, I always pronounce his name wrong. This is the book called Choose. It's on Amazon. He's also on YouTube. So if you type that name up in YouTube, you will find him. This book talks about how to start a business. First, it teaches you, well, I want to say it teaches you. First, it helps you understand what your personal niche is, and then how to find that market, and then how to market to that market. Does that make sense? Even though I'm going to be teaching that aspect on Beauty Cut Right channel anyway, I still say this is a good book to help. I will say from this book, from my third time reading it, he focuses a lot on providing education and service as opposed to product. So that's something to think about. Education and service seems to be the high price, high ticket thing going on as opposed to selling products. Products now is becoming a side hustle thing. But products, you can make some heck of money selling products because I sold wigs for a long time and I made a lot of money off of it. And that's what helped me build wigmaking101.com. So I used that money to invest in a business that I wanted to help other people learn how to invest in themselves. So this is a really good book. Gary V, his name is Gary Vaynerchuk. He is a sensational, YouTube sensation. He has everything down to podcasts, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube. He has everything. He also has books. I have not purchased his books. The reason why I feel I don't need to, because he gives so much information away on YouTube and he's very vocal about it. Why should I make you pay for information that I can actually give to you for free? And I love that philosophy, and I want to adopt that philosophy as well. But he's a great person to go to when it comes to business and marketing strategy. He helps you get out of your way, try something new, get out of your comfort zone, and start to use technology to your advantage. Whatever it is you want to do as far as your niche or your own personal business or whoever you work for, and you want to add more value to that career that you're in, because keep in mind, my career is education. I still teach at a college. So I want to better myself as an educator to those people. If you use this book and then you listen to Gary Vee, he cusses a lot, so you're gonna laugh a lot, or you might be put off. I don't know. Some people are put off by foul language, but he's not like crazy foul. He sometimes cuss a little bit and make you feel bad and make you want to do whatever it is he's telling you to do. And everything that he has ever taught me, and I'm saying he has taught me through YouTube, has worked. So check him out on YouTube, because a large percentage of his content is on YouTube, all of it. And he's going ham with this information. And this is why some businesses are failing, because there are people like us that are listening to him and executing, and businesses aren't executing because they're doing it the old way.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing it the old way. And he's like, no, this is why people are going to make it, because they're just watching me on YouTube and they're learning from what I'm trying to tell them. So Gary Vee is amazing. Dan the Man Locke is an Asian man who is funny looking and very, very smart. He has a book that I've read twice already called FU Money. And you guys know what FU means, right? His philosophy is, you want to make enough money where you can tell other people. But he's not saying being rich, he's talking about being wealthy. So he talks a lot about bringing value to yourself, educating yourself. A lot of entrepreneurs we're self-made. We're not education. I mean, some of us have our education, but we're mostly self-made. Anybody can be self-made. Whatever it is that you have a gift of, God will help you do it. But this book, he'll help you think about money in a total different way. I'm serious. Money and business strategy. He's really good at this. This book is amazing. It's also on audio books. He's all over YouTube as well. He's just as big as Gary Vee is. Just Gary Vee talks about the social media part of business and marketing. And Dan Locke, he talks about that as well. But he talks about understanding how much money you want to make, and learn to live a simplified life. So he may not necessarily be speaking on a spiritual sense or a biblical sense, but I gather that's where he's going with it. So he's also a freaking potty mouth too, but who cares? He has good information. So the reason why these aren't linked, because you can literally Google them and every platform you can think of that is attached to them will show up. Mel Robbins has she has a talk show now. And she talks about some very steep things, some very emotional, jargon things. So if you don't want those type of triggers to pop up for you, don't watch all of her videos, but it might help you if you do. But just Google these people. Their books and everything will pop up. Everything about them is on YouTube, and this would definitely help you out. Oh, where am I? Oh, can I do that? Oh, yeah, I can. Ha! Now we're here at Health and Fitness, and then I got one more thing to share with you, and then we got to get this together where we share some more information. I'm going to need Brenda to share that book again that I saw so I can link it. But health and fitness, I know we're all doing different things with our health and fitness. Just lately was dealing with more certifications and licensing and researching in the health industry, and just throwing myself out there and doing different things that I would think other people would do and see how it works with you mentally or all of that. I'm starting to learn that it makes no sense for me to be a health coach. I think it makes sense to teach people how to be their own damn health coach.
Uh,
I think, I think it's better to share my experience, take my experience, do more research, and see how it attaches to you. And then give it to you, and then you open it, pull it apart, scrutinize the crap out of it and see how it worked for you. And if it works, good. If it don't, then let's go back to the drawing board. Let's see what else can we do. But I think it's just better that we take responsibility for our health and fitness. So lately, the group has been doing a really good job. I don't know if Nichelle is on here, but that girl has lost a lot of weight, and she's gonna be mad at me because I'm about to post her picture after we're done. But she did a photo shoot and she looks amazing. She showed me a picture of what she was like before she got started and then the after. And I was like, oh my God, that's what I mean. And there's someone else on here who thinks that, well, we're just going to say it. Vanessa has lost a lot of freaking weight. She like a freaking hourglass figure. She don't know, I've been following her all on Instagram, and there are a lot of you who have succeeded and you may not even know you have. Brenda, I think all aspects of your life just shot up. And I know because you've been sharing the crap out of it. Latrice is not here. She's been back and forth with me privately, and she's constantly motivating. That's her talent. That's her thing. And I do not want her to lose that. And that's why I kept that group going. Like, well, let's just keep it going until I figure out what's going on with my businesses and everything with that. So with health and fitness, I'm just going to guide you. See, I got to use different words. I'm trying to learn how to be a better educator. You got to use certain words. So like guide you to things that help me. Some of these you guys mentioned to me. There's more, but these are the ones that I hone in on, and I'll tell you why. Gauge Girl Training is a person that I hang on to every word because she talks about body type. And the truth is that message works. It works. It helps you understand your body type, and it also helps you to, what's the word I want to say? Helps you appreciate the body type that was given to you. I know for me, it was a little bit hard to know that I'm a freaking mesomorph. So you mean tell me I'm not going to have no booty, no hips. I'm just going to have boobs and just broad shoulders. But shut up, Vanessa. Your face is everything.
Take mine.
See, she will do it. So, and there are women who don't want that body type. They want my body type. And it's like, well, can we switch? But we can't. So you can't change that. So the only thing you can do is learn your body type, understand your body type, and then make it your best self. So if you are an endomorph, make that hourglass because you ain't got no choice. You gonna have butt and hips. I mean, I don't care how slim they get, they're gonna be there. And if you're a mesomorph, I mean, I'm sorry, your shoulders, your upper body, you're just gonna look strong all the time. So it is. If you're an ectomorph, I don't know if I feel bad for you, but hey, it's your body type. It's okay. Gauge Girl Training not only talks about the body types and she separates them, she also shows you a little bit more information in combining. And she talks about insulin, cortisol, all these different. She's really good by explaining this information according to your body type. Dr. Eric Berg is another one. But his teaching is more so on getting healthy first before you lose weight. Which, honestly, when I started losing weight, that was totally not in my thought pattern. I didn't know that's what I was doing. All I said is, let me change the way I'm eating. I'm already freaking active. I do know what I should be eating, but I don't know timings and all of that information. So I just dove right into it. And these are the two people that I hung on every word from. When I started that fitness channel, which I have taken it out, I'm just going to make beautycutright find everything. When I started that channel, I was listening mostly to Dr. Eric Berg because of, I think I had a little bit of fatigue. I had fatigue, adrenal fatigue. I had adrenal fatigue from dealing with the damn marriage. and all other things going on, and still in the middle of understanding and learning and processing myself. So yeah, Dr. Eric Byrd helped, like, health first before weight loss. So when you put those two together, I can tell you now, Dr. Eric Byrd talks about intermittent fasting and keto. It works, not for everybody, but the intermittent fasting can work. It can work. Gauge Girl Training, once I found her, I was like, that's it. Them the only two I'm going to listen to. I do listen to others on YouTube. I do like to hear everybody else's perspective. But at the end of the day, I will say, from me, these are the two people that their information has helped me a great deal. And that's talking about health and fitness. Mr. and Mrs. Muscle, I know Mike. I know him. The funny thing is, I knew him and did not know him and B had a freaking YouTube channel. It didn't occur to me until Latrice popped them right on up. I was like, hey, that's Mike. Hey. And so now I don't watch their videos. I actually do their videos. Their workouts are amazing. Mr. and Mrs. Muscle and Fitness Blender, they're both married, well, they're couples. I'll just say that because I'm not exactly sure if Mike is married to, I call her V, but, and then Fitness Blender, they are married. So they are a married team that provides workouts that you can do at home. So if you're a person that is just so afraid of the gym, it's totally okay. Just put one of them on and go about your business. Don't even worry about all of that, trying to get to the gym and all of that stuff. But if you are doing that and it makes you happy, by all means, please continue to do that, because I'm still a gym goer. But there are days where I don't have time to be in the gym for 2 freaking hours. So Mr. and Mrs. Muscle, 10 minutes is all I got. And I will work my 10 minutes and I will go and do whatever the heck I got to do. And the reason why I think these two YouTube channels are great is because of time. A lot of times we don't have time to spend hours working out. We don't. When it comes to health and fitness, your focus should be 80% on what you're putting in your mouth and 20% on keeping yourself active. You don't have to be a bodybuilder or anything to lose weight or body fat. You just got to focus that diet, change the way that you're eating, and just stay active. If you're a person that just like to ride your bike, or you like to run, or you like to dance, those are all forms of exercise. They're all forms of activity. So consistency is found in the things you love, period. If you love it, you're going to stay consistent. That's how it works.
Like
now,
that.
What's the word I'm looking for? Now, diet is a whole nother thing, because ain't no consistency in the things you love, because the things you love is the reason why you ain't losing no weight. So I don't know no other way to say that, but I'm going to be pushing diet a lot. Not trying to be a dieter, but just finding foods that are healthy for your body. You love it. You know you can eat it all the time, and then pick and play with little, cheap things. I don't know any other way to say that, but we just want to think healthy. So these are health and fitness shares that I wanted to make sure you guys get. I'm going to share the PDF so you can click on it, but most of you probably already follow these people in some way, shape, or form. But yeah, that helps. Now, financial education. Ladies, 2020. I've been told some very interesting things about, I'll just say this. These two people, one of them is in the group. I've been working with these two people for a while now, about 3 years. How to shift your income. I just recently started. Brian Bean is who he is. So if you're not following him on YouTube or any other social media, he is phenomenal at teaching you. He's more so geared to, multi-level marketing. I've always been interested in multi-level marketing. A lot of people who have been conditioned to think a certain way thinks MLM is scam, or what did you call it? See, that goes to show you I don't even put it together. They call it get quick rich schemes or scams or some sense of that, and it's really just learning how to market. And I can understand why people would think that it's like that because they don't understand marketing. He teaches you how to understand that, but he also teaches you how to shift the income you already have so you can pull some of that money back. I think Brenda was there on that call, and he was really, really good at just keeping it right to the point. These are your two expenses. Get rid of those expenses. But his website, I'm sharing it with you guys. If you got any questions, you can reach out to me or him. Either way, it does not matter to me. But how to shift your income, he is teaching you step by step how to shift your money back from the people who are you knowingly or unknowingly giving away. That's the simplest way I can say it. I have done a lot. I've done one video, but I've done a lot to look at my bills and in my expenses and things like that and see what money is going out that really shouldn't be going out. He helps you see things and money from a rich point of view or a wealthy person's point of view, but it's also, what's the word I want to say? It's legal. You know how us black folks can be. We can try to find all kinds of hustles and it ain't really all that legal, but he shows you the legal way. So there's two things he's going to talk about in that income shifting website, and he breaks it down and he gives you the links and the resources to make more money. So he showed you how to do that. But the two most expensive things that we are dealing with is our taxes and our debt, revolving debt. Other debts is kind of necessary, but our revolving debt, credit card debts, things like that. The Bible already makes it very clear. You borrow, you are a slave to who you borrow from, period. That's God, only God could tell us that. He knows that. So these are things that we need to put back into our brains and actually make a plan to better our own financial health. And then bookworminvestmentclub.com is a educational platform that teaches you how to invest. Once you find all this money, what you gonna do with it? Because it's really easy for us to just blow it off. We just spend it on stuff. And in some cases, that's okay. But we're not getting any younger. I'll just say this. After all of the businesses that are being built and then me selling them off, there's going to be a time where I'm not going to want to do nothing. I'm not going to want to do anything but probably just YouTube. I might be a 70-year-old YouTuber. I don't care, because that means there's going to be some 70-year-olds that's watching me. That's the market that I want. But you still got to make money. And even though I make money through YouTube, whole lot more when you understand how to invest what you get back. So if you have the money and you're like, I'm kind of in this bind, I don't know, I'm financially off, let's go to that website, How to Shift Your Income. Let him teach you how to break your personal income down without having to go get another job or a side hustle in that sense, and then use that extra income to invest. They don't teach you how to invest. Bookworm Investment Club teaches you how to invest. She teaches you exactly how to look at companies, pick companies that are profitable so that it makes you money, teaches you how to take profit, how to reinvest that. She teaches you all of that. So when you go to her website, there's a lot of information there that you could learn from her, but talking with her one-on-one, that's probably going to be your best bet, so that she can help you with that particular goal. So if you get to a point where you're retiring from your job or you're retiring from whatever it is you do as far as a side hustle that's making you pretty much good money, I mean, after you're done doing all of that, this is a way where you can still continue to make income by investing and taking profit and then reinvesting and taking profit. So there's long-term investment and short-term investment, and she teaches that. And then there's also Terry, Investing with Terry. I didn't put her on here. Should have put her on here, but she does short-term investing. But Bookworm Investment Club, she's that one-on-one educator for your specific investment goals. So these are the financial education platforms I wanted to share with you. Take this information as you will. If you got questions or anything like that, you guys know how to reach me through the group or privately within that app, because it's a little bit easier for me to respond to you that way. And was there something else I was thinking about? Something I was going to say. Where's my phone? All these books. Okay, cool. Nope, that's not it. So I think that, yeah, that's it, guys. You got any questions? Y'all got any questions? Any comments? Anything that has been going on?
I say, did anybody sign up for the best decade ever?
Wait, which is that? Mel Robbins.
That's Mel Robbins.
That's Mel Robbins. Okay. There's another book she has.
Yes, there is several. I don't have them with me right here, but she has several.
She got too many books. That's all I know. And I watch her a lot on YouTube and on Instagram, and she hits on things that are very triggering. I don't know any other way else to say it. It's triggering. It makes you think about how people treat you, how you treat other people. Yes, no, she does talk about these things, and I like that she's very candid about it, because there are some people who will say, it's okay, they just kind of like put a Band-Aid over it, and it's like, I'm over here dying. Why you want to put a Band-Aid on my death? Like, I need some help. Like, I need to get out of my own way. And she's very triggering, but I think it's really good, because sometimes we just aren't aware of ourselves. So we got to take responsibility for ourselves, our emotional well-being, the way we think, feel, and how can we kind of navigate through life knowing that there are people we can't change. We can't change them. We love them, but we can't change them. You know, so how do you deal with that, or how do you get yourself out of that? Those are the two things, because you have a choice. It's up to you how you want to do it. And either one is not wrong. It's just your choice, and it's yours. But I know with her that she's very triggering, and I keep going back to her like an idiot, but I can get through that. Did you guys get a chance to see my video? Well, yeah, you probably did. My video on the truth about my divorce.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Any comments? Anybody want to share something with me that help?
I would say that was the first video I saw of you that made me even start looking at your channel, was when you were talking about your divorce, because I was going through a situation that I had not walked away from my narcissistic husband yet. And by watching your videos, coming across Mel Robbins and Lisa Nichols.
Lisa Nichols, yeah.
I finally got to the point where I was like, enough is enough. And the bad part about the whole situation for me is that I teach people the choices you make today will be the reality you live tomorrow. Today, I'm living the reality of my choices, and I'm glad that I made the choice to walk away. Mm-hmm. And you were so real and so open. And me being a person that has trust issues and dealing with PTSD and all the things that go around that and the military sexual trauma, I wasn't trying to open up or do anything, but
I do remember
your channel, this group me, and Latrice, oh my gosh, she was a godsend, you know.
Yeah, she is.
Oh
you just
yes.
you left the group in the right hands, because I've been in therapy since 1993, and I have gotten more healing by watching your channel and talking to Latrice in the group and in private than I've gotten in all those years of all those people I done paid cash money to. They ain't done nothing for me.
Give it to Latrice.
You know, and I'm telling you, it's like I look forward to when I get up. What does she say? What does she put out there? I know that, like her, I too am an encourager. I'm a Christian. I love God. I trust God. But I've been sitting on the back burner. I've been hiding my gift too long. My talent's been sitting in the dirt, and it's about to come up.
It's time to stop hiding. When Latrice, okay, I'll give you guys my spiel on how I felt about Latrice taking the lead and what made me pull back. I can tell God was pulling me back. He said somebody, okay, I just say, he said somebody in that group, it's quite a few of them, and I need them to let loose, and they won't let loose if you're constantly in the picture. I was like, that don't make sense. It didn't make sense to me. But Vanessa was one of them. I know. I reached out, I reached out to you. It's a couple of you more I have to reach out to. But and then I was watching, and it was a lot. There's Nikki, there's two Brendas that were doing a lot of, conversing, Patrice, Amber, Nikki, and so it was like, I'm telling you guys, it was hard to not respond, but it was constant, I could feel somebody saying, stop, don't you dare, let them. Like, what do you mean let them? They got questions, oh, well, she answered it. Oh, that's what you mean. So
you did right, because I had done 3 speaking engagements since joining your group, and I wouldn't even come out my house. And so you guys know, and I used to minister all the time, but I had just shut down. And I've done 3, and one of them I wasn't even supposed to do. I was sitting somewhere, and this lady said, people kept pointing at me. I didn't know what was going on. And the woman said, who are you? I said, I'm the voice of the voiceless, without even thinking about it. And they asked me what I speak, and I'm thinking, oh God, what? But my thing is finances and empowering women, because I can look at a business and I can give you, people have made money off of my ideas. Yeah. And God said, I'm going to teach you how to monetize your gifts. But I didn't see that. But that day, I got up there, and the lady said, I asked the lady after they let me speak, and I did speak. I said, why did you pick me out? She said, you look like a queen. I started shouting right then. And the reason is because I have been listening to R.C. Blake. So I don't know if you heard of him. And I bought the book, Queenology, because God he said the women of God are not walking in their kingdom gifts. They are queens, and you have to begin to speak that. He delivered me from people. That's why now I can tell y'all anything, but ain't no shame in my game. And I thank y'all for that, because you provided a space for that, because I have been sitting in the house, sitting on my gift for far too long. And I know my future's so bright, I'm going to have to wear shades. So y'all better watch out for this.
Yes, I swear. Yes, Vanessa, I needed to answer this question you asked me in the text message. Yes, you can. Yes, I see it. There's something you need to be sharing, and somebody need to hear it, and somebody, just your comicalness is so.
No, I guess I pulled back because I guess I'm just around the wrong people. I almost lost my job the other day for somebody actually lying on me, and it was dealing with my boss. And it's like my boss saw a side of me that he never saw. I was throwing out cuss words because people was like, hold up, is this Miss Vanessa? I've never seen this side. And it's like I'm getting agitated now with people at this particular job, and it's like I need to go away, and it's like I'm kind of scared to step out to do a podcast, because I'm like, okay, I don't know how people won't take me.
So because that popped in my head in a dream, and in that dream, it wasn't just you, it was this community, was the podcast. It was hundreds of people, it was hundreds of women sharing something about them that helped other hundreds of women. But yeah, I understand that fear of the unknown, because it is a fear of the unknown. It was fearful for me to even talk about the truth of my divorce, but then I was like, you know what? I know I ain't the only one out here.
No, you're not.
This. And then it was funny because it did help me to get an even thicker skin. I already have a thick skin as it is, but it helped me a little bit more because there were people that were commenting some stuff, and I was like, really, you have no idea. You don't know nothing. You need to come to the group. They know exactly what I'm talking about. So, but then it helped me. It's like, okay, now I see where it's coming. And it was so many people that could relate or have already been through it, and were like, that's how I thought about it. I was like, oh, so I'm not the only one who thinks this way, you know? And then there was a part I did cut out because I did make this message too, that not everybody should be ending their marriage just because, you know, their husband or significant other is acting a damn ass. It's not always the end solution. You know, sometimes they're just going through something, they go through seasons and it just happens. You're one flesh, so you either learn to deal with it or you have to really look at it and put yourself apart from it.
Absolutely.
So I took that off and I said, I'd rather share that with the group. Because these people don't know me, you know, they just know what they see on YouTube. And no matter how transparent I try to be, it's still YouTube. It's still social media. It's still like I'm competing with people who share things that ain't got shit to do with anything else. And you don't know whether to believe them or not. So I have no choice but to believe they're probably thinking the same thing about me. But I'm still going to share it. So I know the next video I am going to be talking about is, because people keep asking, are you a Jehovah's Witness? And it's like, okay, I need to nip this in the bud real quick, because I'm a spiritual person. I'm not a religious person. I don't care what your religion belief is, but if you think about it, we all believe in the same thing. Higher creator, we believe in Jesus, and we believe in the Bible. So, okay, who cares about all of these other stipulations? You don't really know my life. So
and as you say that, and that's the thing, when you have to speak your truth, because as a studier of world religions, because I was raised in a house in Christendom, and part of my testimony is the miseducation of Brenda Warren, and I step on a lot of toes. So
that's a book.
That's a book, I know.
When they invite me, they know I'm straight, no chaser. Okay, I just did the no filters conference. I had people getting up, walking out, and that's okay because I'm not for everybody. So I have learned I have to speak my truth, and I thank God He's delivered me from people. So I am attacked. I am open to anything but attacks to nothing, and I thank God for that, because I understand that everybody's not going to receive me, and everybody's not going to believe what I believe. But I'm not mad at it, because I can agree to disagree with people all day long.
I agree with that a lot, and I cannot wait to do that video. I'm like ready, like, oh, I'm about to go ham on the whole religious community, and they're about to hear from me. So, I mean, I was not raised as a Jehovah's Witness. I decided to become a Jehovah's Witness for my personal reasons. I've been in churches for so many years. I was at a point in my life where I had everything I want, but something still felt missing, and I didn't know what it was. And the truth is, everybody needs a relationship with their creator.
Of course. It's like with me, I praise dance now, and you would never thought that I would praise dance. And the people at my church, they was like, Vanessa, when you gonna join? Oh, I'm not joining. I said, nah. I said my facial expressions, I'm not. But then I joined, and I'm like, I really like this. And they was like, oh, you did good. I'm like,
it's because your idea, and this is my idea too, I think this is where you're coming from. It's not about people, it's about your relationship with God.
That's right. Your
relationship. And what I took from learning when I got baptized and became a Jehovah's Witness, I don't identify with them anymore. But his name is Jehovah. They are the only ones that have taught me, from what I know, that's his name. There's also Yahweh, and those are names. But God, Creator, those are all titles. Allah. So you know, and Brenda, you know this because you studied on this. So when I'm talking, you're coming from the aspect of, I only joined because this is how I have my relationship with my Creator. So it's like people got to get that, because they're like, oh, you're just like, and then
I think people don't
say that.
To get to know. I don't think people take the time to get to know where you're coming from either. If you say something outside of what I call just churching.
Yeah.
Because for me, my whole flip came when I had a child, and at 2 years old, I knew something wasn't right. And when I went to the church and said I thought my kid was gay, they said, you can't tell that at 2. But when my child started telling me, Mommy, I'm a boy in the wrong body, I blew it up, for the church told me. I got a 19-year-old in there now that's a non-binary child, that every time I think about the hell my child has grown up in this Christian house because of the church, and it wasn't until suicide attempts that I had to go, wait a minute, hold up. I had to change, my paradigm had to shift quickly, because I'd rather have a live son than a dead daughter. And some people can't handle that. And then when you start to research and you find the truth, there was a lot missing. So when I say I'm talking about the miseducation of Brenda Warren, and I have been shut down, that's why I am the voice for the voiceless, because I have to speak for those that have been silenced and are not able to say and speak their truth. So Vanessa, don't let nobody tell you what to say. You say what you believe is right, and the rest of it's going to fall into place.
Well, just pray for me, because if this person come from me, I think it's going to be it.
Go off. Because it's in you. It's so in you. The military side of you, it's there. And I think it's going to come across to a lot of people as, damn, she got the guts to even say that. And I've been feeling that for years. And it's like you can see that you holding it. And it need to come out. And it's about to come out like, it's gonna come out with some curse words and some frustrations, and people will be like, yeah, I feel that too. I know holding back, it hurts because you're like, I want to say it, but I think it's gonna hurt somebody's feelings, or they're gonna think I'm being an ass. And the truth is, it hurts their feelings, and you are being an ass. And who cares?
That's right.
Yeah.
Because somebody else is like, oh yeah, I need that. I need her to tell me it, because I didn't even pay that any. That's all that matters, because I can be honest with you, I tend to gravitate towards people who are very rough in their communication. It sounds like they're being bossy, and it does. It sounds like it from someone else's perspective, because I can take myself out of myself and look at it like, yeah, I can see why they thought that. But then when I look at it, it's like, no, I need to do something. Like, yeah, I need to do something about this, because that's, it's called tough love. It's called discipline.
Yeah, and it's like the type of work that I do. I'm a trainer, and I work in a call center, and like the student that I train, like one young lady, she was like, Miss Vanessa, you're not gonna give us the answer to the test. I said, I said, no. I said, I'm not that type of person. I said, I can understand you got open book everything. So why am I getting you answers to anything? Tomorrow, well, you just being militant. I said, well, I'm sorry for the inconvenience.
So Brian Bean should be your mentor, because that's exactly how he talks. I'm serious. That's exactly how he talks. Like, he caught my attention because he teaches very complicated things about finance and business. So simple. He makes words that scare the shit out of us, like fear, failure. He makes it sound like, oh, fear is just, fail early and responsibly. You're like, oh, so there isn't nothing wrong with failing. No, it's called a mistake. You make a mistake. What do you do with a mistake? You fix it. So he takes it so like, yes, but the way he communicates it is the way you just communicate.
Okay, because it's like one of the students like, Miss Vanessa, do you talk about us when you go home? I said no. I said when my husband, my daughter asked how was my day, I said I'm home. And she's like, well, I went home and told my mom about you, and saying, oh, she act like she tough, but she very militant. I said, okay, well, I don't talk about y'all when I go home. I don't. I said, when I leave that job, I try and stay and have that at the job.
But that should tell you something right there, that people are listening to you, and you are somebody that they like go home and talk about.
Well, they're gonna miss me when I'm gone.
YouTube, so I know people talking about me. You at your job, and they coming to you telling you they talking about you, and they want to know they want to know you. So don't worry about how it's being perceived. Please don't worry about how it's being perceived. When I start this podcast, you guys will know it, because only those in the group are going to be a part. That's it.
Okay. I'm gonna stay with you, but I gotta put you on mute because I have to go ahead to the.
Yeah, because I'm about to get ready to head out to a 6 o'clock. But I'm mad Latrice is not here, so I'm saying that because this is going to be a recording that I'm going to put so you guys can hear everything. But yeah, that's it. I'll make sure the PDF is sent to you guys so you can click on those links, but you've probably already been following and looking into these things. Vanessa, I'll get back to you on that, dates and stuff to talk about. That way you're not doing it by yourself, because that's why I reached out to you.
Right.
And then it just kind of slowly unfolded, and it was just my business mentors are telling me like, you need to start sharing this, and like, what do you want to do? And I said, I'm not, I want to build businesses, but I want to create a safe haven, a community for women that can speak their mind. Like, I'm okay speaking my mind, but you know, when I ask people like, do you got any questions? Don't nobody want to say nothing. And it's like, you know, sitting here with like years of freaking experience, and you don't want to tell me nothing because I'm beauty cut right. Get out of here. I said, that's what I want. I want a community of women that are just like me. They just don't know they're just like me. They just don't know it yet. So that's why I reached out to you. I reached out to Latrice. I had to reach out to Brenda, Amber. Well, Brenda already know. I with her anyway. And Amber and Nikki. And we got a lot of new people. We're at 200 something. Once I shut down the fitness channel, and I said, I got to do this a certain way. And these books, once again, helped me out. Like, I had to, like, stop it, kids. Stop stopping yourself. Do it. I'm like, I'm scared. Because what if it's too many people for me to handle? Like, well, you remember the girls we just mentioned, right? Essa, Latrice, Nikki. Oh, yeah, so I'm not doing this by myself. It's not just about me. So I changed it to Beauty Cut Right Community, but eventually it's going to change its name because I don't want it to be about me. And it's going to be a podcast where millions of people are going to hear it. So I still have to tell you that your voice is going to be heard by millions of people, just so you know. And you'll be amazed at how many people will listen.
Okay.
Podcasting is the new thing, but I'm trying to help people get out of their comfort zone, and then once you've kind of been incubated by me, and you can go off with it. I don't know what, do whatever you want with it.
Okay.
I'll ready to go. But yeah, well, it's gonna be whatever topic you want to talk about, or we'll converse about it. And whoever wants to be a part of that podcast, we're gonna record it, put it on podcast. We'll be good. But it's gonna be called Get Your Life for real. It's gonna call Get Your Life, because we all got some information, we all got some knowledge. Let's say this, we all have some experiences that could help so many other people, and a lot of them can't get their life because they think they're the only ones.
Right.
That's it. They think they're the only ones, and they're not. They're not. It's just a lot of us that are similar to each other. It's scary. We don't know how people are gonna take what we say. And unfortunately, you can't control that. So
right.
The reason why I'm saying podcast, because
they can't see.
You don't have to see nobody's face. Yeah, see what I mean? I was like, okay, let me think about this, because there's also Nichelle. She's on there like, yeah, nope, they're introverted. No, I can't do it that way. It's got to be. I'm okay being on YouTube, but the voices.
No, people can't take my face.
Whatever. Yes, they can. Yes, they can.
Yes, they can. Yes, they can.
I know.
Well, she mean. She mean. She look mean. Why you don't smile?
Well, people have told me that I'm mean, but most of them say I do it with a smile. It was one girl, she had me cracking up. I had to apologize to her because I'm like, that's not what I mean, but I get what you're saying. Because you did ask me a question I had answered 3 different ways before you asked me again. And she said, it sounds like you just called me a bitch with a smile. And I just bust out laughing. I was like,
wow.
Oh my God, I'm sorry. That's not what I meant. It was just, and she's like, no, I get you. She's like, but you was real swift with that one, real quick. Did you just call me stupid? I'm like, that's not what I mean. But I'm like, it did come off that way, because unfortunately, that's what my mind was thinking. It's just stupid. You're not paying attention to what I just said. Yeah. But you can't control that. You can't control that. All you can do is be a loving person to apologize, even if it's not your intent to hurt.
Yeah.
Even if it's not your intent to hurt. To be okay, being the bigger person and say, I'm sorry, that was not my intention. That doesn't mean you have to explain yourself with everything. That's the truth. But this has been recorded, guys. I just want you guys to know. It will be in the group. thank you for bearing with me and my ins and outs with the group. I hadn't really posted a lot on social media and stuff because I just been businesses.
With your boo, seen your new boo.
Shut up. Did you see that video? He made that video.
That was nice.
I had no idea he recorded all of that.
That was nice.
Nice.
Only the parts where the camera is in my face and I know he recorded, but it was some stuff. I was like,
now, he was wrong. He was wrong when you was eating the nachos or whatever it was. I was like, nah, he had to be all up in the mouth.
It was so funny. And this is the bad part. I'm looking at this like, this fool is recording me because I can see it in his glasses. I see my face in his glasses. But yeah, he's a sweetheart. And then yeah, I don't even know what to say. He's amazing. He's
You're happy.
You're happy. That's right. That's good. That's good.
He does not make me feel like I'm gonna lose my freedom. I'm sorry. I'm a person that likes my freedom. I think you could be. I think I could be. Is that my niece? Is that my niece? Hey, look at that hair, girl. Go.
I can't hear it. Okay.
Hey.
Oh.
Goofy. Now we see where she really gets it from. You.
Oh, that's the lady.
Oh my goodness. She's like, that's the lady from Detroit.
Yes.
I bad. Oh, bad.
You're so silly. But yeah, he doesn't make me feel like I'm losing my freedom. That's the thing. Quite different, but he's an entrepreneur too. So I'll let him do all of the sharing and stuff. Like when that time comes, I really don't want him too much in the spotlight because I know how YouTube can freaking mess up relationships.
Right.
And people was like, well, if you do that, like, is that going to mess up the relationship like it did your marriage? I'm like, no, he messed that up. YouTube ain't do that.
Hello.
Yep, I'm here. Oh, yeah, he ain't do that. So I'll let you guys go. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Same time tomorrow, because everybody kept saying today. Some people kept saying tomorrow, and then it was too many. It's like either one. I was like, well,
I'm gonna be on there tomorrow. I'm gonna try and make it tomorrow as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna do both.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be repeating this information, but I'm gonna focus on one of the aspects of it. So if there's something you guys want me to focus or hone in on tomorrow, let me know right now. Just something like you really want me to focus on tomorrow.
That's cool.
Just stepping out of the comfort zone for me.
Yeah.
How to step out of your comfort zone. That's a good one. Denise, that was nice of you. Okay.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Then tomorrow I'm going to share these same things, but I'm going to do it real quickly because it'll already be given to everybody. And let's talk about comfort zone. And I might have Brian with me.
Okay.
I might have Brian with me. How to step out of your comfort zone. That'll help. That way, Vanessa, you can hear yourself in the masculine form.
There you go.
Because he don't play. He was like, I ain't got time for that. Nope. Figure that out on your own. I'm going over here. I ain't got time. He'd be quick, too. I'm like, dang. Okay. We'll write that down. Like, he quick at dismissing people because he's like, I can't control that. Once I tell you and you don't do nothing with it, then I got to move on to somebody that's going to do something with it. And that's just his personality. He can't help it. And I like it because he does it still in a loving way, though. It's just the way he do it.
Okay.
So follow him. His name is Brian N. Bean with an E, ending with the E. Beane. Watch his videos, his little snippets and things he be talking about. And he's he's not.
Brian M. Bean.
Brian, the letter N, like Nakia.
Bean.
Beane. He's in Atlanta. I thought he was in Virginia, but he's in Atlanta. So he's not that far from you.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
All right, cool beans.
Cool beans.
All right then.
All right,
See
guys.
Everybody have a good evening.
Have a good evening. Brenda, please be safe. I'm about to cut us out so you can not look at us and drive at the same time.
No, my son Alex is driving.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Alex. Keep mom safe.
All right, y'all have a good one.
All right, have a good one, guys.
All right.